Or you forgot how to say real raps in your raps, huh? Gov'nah. You forgot how to tell the truth in your raps. Gov'nah. You forgot I am the truth. Gov'nah. Breaking Records Radio. We on with Kelly Maloney.
What's up? This is Deluxe.
Jamie Madrock.
Man, this your man's Obi Trice.
This is Ad-Lib.
Yo, what up? This is Spex One.
This is Spesh K.
Hot Rock's the motherfucking Skot MC.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records Radio out here.
This is Breaking Records Radio.
Check them out, man.
Woo! You know what it is. Breaking Records Radio. It's your host Maloney here, and we got a very, very, very special guest in the place to be right now.
Gov'nah.
Word up.
Music Entertainment. What up? What's good, Kel?
I'm just chilling, my man. We were at the Iceberg Invitational. It was the finals, and we linked up there.
Yeah, that's dope. That was pretty dope. Yeah, good to see you down there, man.
We rocked that shit. The performance is super dope. Super
Appreciate
dope.
it, man.
But we actually been in the presence of each other a few times too as well. Maximum FM.
Yes.
Salute to Chris Jackson. And before we jumped it off, actually, I was just wondering how far, what's your guys' relationship? How do you and Chris rock together?
Okay, well, shout out to Chris Jackson, man. Maximum FM.
Word up.
.ca, Maximum FM Hip Hop Radio. As a staff, you know what I'm saying. As a really important member of this community. You know what I'm saying, of this industry, perhaps, per se, you know what I'm saying? I met Chris, you know what I mean, through an acquaintance, a mutual acquaintance of ours, you know what I mean, that's how I got on the radio, you know what I mean? Shout out to Shabazz, you know what I'm saying? And it's been great ever since, man, you know what I mean? Like, I look at Chris, you know, when I went out there and actually passing my music, you know what I mean, I actually got to interact a little more with them all, you know what I'm saying? And,
yeah.
And, you know, Chris being, you know what I mean, an outstanding person, you know, it was just only right. He stood out, you know what I mean, in my presence, you know what I mean, and ever since I just kind of like been looking forward to a lot of Chris, you know what I mean, advices and how to, you know, just you know what I mean, be a better person in general, be a better role model in this industry, you know what I'm saying, and be a better version of what I already am, you know what I'm saying. So shout out, so she's definitely a pinnacle guidance that I look up to, you know what I mean.
Yeah, man. Shout outs to Chris too. Like, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be doing what we're still doing right now.
Absolutely, man.
He allows us to platform, him and Mike both.
Yep. Shout out to Mike Boogie, man.
Nothing but love for those guys, man.
Absolutely, man. Role models.
And and we happen to be sitting in your actual old stomping grounds right now.
Yeah, man. This is we're actually on the back of my old
first laundromat you ever
Yeah,
went
one
to.
of the first laundromats that I actually used when I first came to Canada, man. We're right now in Rogers Road. You know what I'm saying? When I first came to Canada, I landed on Lavender. You know what I'm saying? Me and my whole family actually lived in the attic. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to tell you a little bit about that.
Yeah.
But
you guys
know
moved
what I'm
from
saying?
Ecuador.
Yeah, well, I came from Ecuador. You know what I mean? We could take a little walk if you want later on. You know what I'm saying? Show you what it's like. But you know, a really strong community. You know what I'm saying? I landed around here. You know what I mean? Old Rogers, Dufferin, Kill. You know what I'm saying? Eglinton. Jane, and then you know what I mean, I spread out, ended up in Jane, you know what I mean, and but for the most part, you know what I mean, I grew up in this really strong community, you know what I'm saying, of hardworking people, you know what I'm saying. I think in every community there's good and bad, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, there was good and bad, you know what I'm saying, just like in every other community, you feel me, you know what I'm saying. I ended up in Jane, you know what I mean, due to rearranging my moves and everything that I was going through at that time, you know what I'm saying. But, you know, Rogers, Kill, Lavender right there is where I first came, you know what I'm saying, and beautiful people, you know, most of the people around here are Portuguese.
Yeah.
From Portuguese descendancy or Italian, you know what I'm saying? And as you all know, you know what I mean, they'll probably build half of the city, if not the whole city, you know what I mean? With all due respect, you know, out of respect is what I'm saying, right? And yeah, man, these are my stomping grounds, you know what I mean? We're actually sitting down where, you know, when I first came to Canada, I used to sit down around this park. There was a couple of trees around here before, you know what I mean? And a couple of buildings, you know? And I used to sit down and, you know, get my raps together. You know
Oh, say word.
Yeah, this is where I pretty much first started to write, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nostalgic too, even.
Yeah, it's definitely a long time coming, man, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I did tell myself how to speak English out of a dictionary before I came to Canada, you know what I mean, and Ecuador, you know what I mean.
Crazy.
I picked it up after, like people saying, after seeing Michael Jackson on TV, on Thriller, then, you know what I mean, I went and rushed out and picked up a dictionary and started teaching myself English. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's kind of, yeah, it is nostalgic and it's a long time coming, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean, for me to even be able to have this interview with you, you know what I'm saying? It's just a testimony to myself that, you know, how work pays off, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more than obvious that I'm sitting down in front of somebody who is somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really grateful about the opportunity, but the fact that I actually made it to in front of that somebody, you know what I'm saying? And it reminds me that, you know what, if you believe, if you have faith, and you have the strife, you know what I'm saying? But you have that faith in your heart, you know what I'm saying? You will get there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's some of the stuff that I want to share with everybody and that I'm grateful for at the same time, man. So thanks for being here, man.
Yo, no doubt, and thank you for being on the program as well.
Yeah, man, thank you.
And so actually, you got a joint that you released a while back. It's called What I've Been Through. So like, what was it like to go through moving from Ecuador to Canada? And what was the reasons you guys moved?
Well, it was definitely, you know, better opportunities in general, right? You know, coming from Ecuador, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't really too much over there, you know what I'm saying? But we did have a lot of love, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I would say that in my interviews, you know what I mean? My family, you know, made me the richest young child that I could ever, you know, wish to be, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of ways, you know what I'm saying? Everything that came with my childhood, it's more than obvious that a lot of things I didn't ask for since I was a child, you know what I mean?
Word.
And that molded me and affected on the person, you know, had a lot of effect on the person that I am today and I became today, you know what I'm saying? But leaving Ecuador was definitely, you know, in search of better opportunities, you know, and it's crazy because seeing the things that I came seeing from over there to when I came over here, it was definitely a crash of a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? But I mean, for the most part, very grateful to be here where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? Very grateful to call Canada my country, my home, you know what I'm saying? For the opportunities that have been given in this country, you know what I'm saying? I'm really grateful. And you know, I'm in the process of giving back, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about, you know, to overturn adversity and obstacles, you know what I mean? And be able to, you know, challenge yourself and just say, okay, well, I came from somewhere. And I myself understand my story. And I also understand that there's somebody else who has something else to say. And a lot of times, you know, we pass judgment as human beings, and you know, we disregard that maybe someone else has a stronger and maybe a deeper, more sadder, more, you know, hurtful story to share.
Yeah.
And we make it all about ourselves. So you know what I mean? You know, I definitely got a story to tell and to share. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather share my people's stories. You know what I'm saying? And what they've been through. You know what I'm saying? And just let you know that I've been through what I've been through, and I'm a better person today. And I'm very grateful and very happy to be here in Canada. To call this my home, to be able to share this environment with you and everybody else, and know this multicultural background that is so diverse and so beautiful, and it's a privilege, not a right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very happy, very grateful. You know
Word up, man.
Yeah.
And for anybody who knows Gov'nah, you'll know first thing he says is fuck the music. It's about building. It's about unity. And but with that being said, we should move on and talk about the music a little bit, which is what brings you here to begin with.
Sure.
But so you have an upcoming mixtape titled Bleed For Me.
Yeah, Bleed For Me, man. Out of War Part 3, man. It's a series of a mixtape that I started, obviously, you know, a while back. You know what I'm saying? The first one being the Out of War Part 1,
2.
And the Part 2 called Out of War Part 2 Warlord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Out of War Part 3 called Bleed For Me, and it's about to be released. To be honest with you, like from Part 1 to Part 2, I took a break. You know what I'm saying? I became a father. You know what I'm saying? Had to deal with different things in life, of course. You know what I mean? You gotta readjust and stuff. You know what I mean? So since Part 2 to Part 3, I've been really having fun with this music. You know what I'm saying? it's a gift. It's a thing of mine that I have and I've been given, and I'm grateful and I'm humble about it. You know what I'm saying? But I also know my capacity, and also know what I'm built of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I am one of the best, if not the best. You know what I mean? MC coming out of Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you before the interview, you know, I got nothing to prove to nobody yet. I got everything to prove to the whole world. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, but that's what I'm here to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Signed, unsigned, it don't matter. You can put me in the same room as my peers, per that sake. You know what I'm saying? Without disrespecting them. You know what I mean? Kindly. You know what I mean? I will always make sure that everybody burns in that room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out of War Part 3, Bleed for me. Continuation of Part 2, Warlord. Warlord was a mind state. You know what I mean? I was feeling like, you know what I mean? I was really, I really had to. I was having fun, but when I wrote the Warlord, I was in a constant state of war in my mental state, battling, fighting myself, and a lot of contradictions, a lot of ways, trying to get rid of the old me, you know, reflecting on what I was going through and what I've been through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Part 3, Bleed for me. It's more of like me washing out everything that it's kind of like a residual from the art of war inside
cleanse
of me.
almost.
Like, yeah, it's almost like the cleanse. Like Bleed for me. Because it's actually, I will bleed for you, and what I'm doing with this mixtape, keep in mind that I'm having fun through all this music. I'm just having fun, and let everybody know that what's important to me is to have fun. But through the fun that I'm having, I'm letting everybody know as an MC, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not here to fucking play with nobody, and that my music is serious. And then I take anybody's head off, whoever wants it on a lyrical level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's almost kind of like multi-meaning.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But now the purpose of Bleed for me, right? Because that was the meaning of Bleed for me. But the purpose of Bleed for me, aside from unification, right? You know what I mean? Which is with the people that I roll with and the people that I see and I live with. You know what I mean? Every day. It is my sacrifice. I have chosen to show my life for what it is. And I have chosen to share a lot of my intimate moments with the fans. And so you can see a lot of my personal moments and when I post, so that you can learn from my mistakes.
Yeah.
And see where I go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or see where I go right. And see where you could actually learn something from and be able to move forward and do something better for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I consider that bleeding for you. I'm bleeding for you because I'm exposing a lot of personal things that are in my life that the average human being is too ashamed or too insecure or too, socially saturated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To share with the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that we as human beings forgot. How to just be human.
Be humble, yeah.
And be humble and share it. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? With somebody seeing you on your habitual life, in your everyday life, or seeing how you are, or seeing what you wear and seeing what you've become or where you're going now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, as you can, I hope that you can see that through my music. It's always a lot of teaching involved. You know what I'm saying? There's always a message. You know what I mean? The main message is unification, but you know, that breaks down into, you know, live free. You know what I mean? Have a free spirit, have a free soul, enjoy life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't have to be about the material things. It's all about family, love, and the things that really matter, that make you a really rich person inside. That all of the things that money can know about you. You know what I'm saying? That's why my worries are not monetary or economic or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are far from my worries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My concerns are us living better and be able to connect and create and progress. You know what I'm saying? And
Word
definitely not regress. You know what I'm saying? So bleed for me because I bleed for you. So I hope that you bleed for me because the truth will set you free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So bleed for me as I will bleed for you. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's all said and done, and if God forbid we all had to go to war, you know what I'm saying? I'll be one of the first ones that I will be there when the trumpets blow, and I will bleed for you.
Yeah.
Why? Because I believe in you humans. I believe in your kind. I believe in your love. I believe in your truth. I believe in your honesty. I believe in your loyalty. You know what I'm saying? But just give it back. the same way I give it to you with the same passion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't betray my heart. Don't betray my soul. Don't betray what I stand for. Don't betray the fact that I will die for you. Bleed for me as I will bleed for you.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Oh.
what it is.
And
That's the music.
for that being said too, is the What You Know About Me, the single gonna be
Yeah.
that's on the tape?
Yeah, that's on the tape. It's actually, yeah, that's like, obviously it's from the mixtape Out of War by 3, Bleed For Me. What You Know About Me, it just breaks it. Man, you know what I mean? I'm just sending shots to everybody on the industry, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's for everybody. That's for everybody. Every rapper, every MC, every promoter, every anything, every and any on sign about the sign, label. I don't want to say label names, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep it classy, you know what I mean? And keep it pro. Like Chris, you know what I mean? But, what you know about me is like what you really know about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can ask about me and people will tell you about me, but what you really know about me until you actually sit down and talk to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until you actually, so, you know, we can go to the booth or we can go in a total different direction, and if we needed to establish points in the sense of I'm nothing pretty to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this rap shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm nothing pretty. You know, I got a lot of friends in the industry and a lot of good people that I know. But when it comes to this music shit, I ain't got no motherfucking friends.
Yeah.
No friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't know no color. I don't see no head, no face. Oh, we drink a beer last week. I ain't even drink anyways. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
none of that shit. So that what you know about me is a shout to everybody in the industry, especially all these rappers. To everybody, no exclusion. That means no exclusion. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? That I'm one of the best out here. And if you want to spit some real shit, you're gonna have to go through me in order to shine. You know what I mean? And that's just me. I'm ready for the next level. You know, nobody's really fucking with me. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
And if anybody got something to say, then say my name, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to back it up. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's an attitude everybody in the rap game needs to have too. The one problem with the industry nowadays is you got too many soft rappers and there's too many friends, there's too many people that don't want to burn bridges and connections and they don't speak their mind.
Nah, man, I'm done with that shit. Like, I think, like, paving the way, like, you know, how my OGs came and paved the way for me to do my thing, you know what I'm saying? And how I've been paving the way, even, you know, humbly speaking, for even upcoming artists, you know what I'm saying? You know, the reason why I don't name these things is because I don't do them for recognition. I do them from my heart. You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, someone else paved the way for me. You know what I'm saying? The G-Stools, the Monoliths, you know what I'm saying? The Socrates, the Chocolaires, you know what I'm saying? The Cardinals, you know what I mean? The Michimines, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the list goes on, you know what I'm saying? Frankie Payne, you know what I'm saying? From way back on Brown Bricks, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but, you know, there's a lot of negativity going on in the industry, and I've been noticing in terms of like promoting and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. You know, it is what it is. I'm here to, you know what I mean, put my foot down and let everybody I'm nothing pretty to fuck around with. You know what I'm saying? My music is serious. You know
Sorry,
what I'm
interrupt. Can I buy a couple of smokes off you?
My music is serious. You
Just ran
interrupt.
out.
Yeah,
Just
this
ran out
guy's
too?
interrupting an interview.
Okay,
Take a
sorry
shot.
about that. What's the interview about?
What's your name, man? Say your name, man.
My name is Robert from Northern Ontario, Ojibwe.
Okay.
Cool.
And say hello to your people, man.
How you doing, people? Nice to see you guys. See these guys on a beautiful day in the park. Peace out.
Say Breaking Records. Say you're Breaking Records, Gov'nah,
Breaking Records, Governor,
and Earthquake Sound Studios.
and Earthquake Sound Studios. Right on. Peace. Peace. Right on.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, man. Love. You know what I mean? That's a hood, man. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, that's like, he's a G-boy. You know what I mean? What are the chances, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, look, we're chilling. You know, he was interested, and now he got to say hi to his family. You know what I mean? We established a connection. You know what I'm saying? And these are little things that people take for granted. You know what I'm saying? The little things, bro. You know. that's why, you know what I mean, this music shit is serious for me. As much as I say fuck the music, it is serious for me because it's my bridge, you know what I'm saying? This is how I'm bridging the gaps, you know what I'm saying? But don't get it confused, you know what I mean? There's more to life than music, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows that and agrees, you know? And these are the moments that life is really about, you know what I'm saying? Betterment and progress, you know what I mean? In terms of the industry, like I was saying, you know, I here to put my foot down, you know what I'm saying, leave my mark, you know what I mean? I ain't fucking around with nobody, I ain't playing, my music is serious, treat it as serious. If you don't treat it as serious, you're gonna get burnt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's about it, man, we just keep it moving, you know what I mean? Real shit.
Word up, and you said actually a couple times too in reference to being assigned, unsigned, so I wanted to ask you, what is the record label situation?
Oh, there's a couple of record labels that are knocking at the door, you know what I'm saying?
Are you able to talk on them, or?
No, not yet. You know what I'm saying? Like the interest is there.
Yeah.
It's all behind closed doors. That's right?
Yeah.
A couple of meetings coming up, and you know what I mean. I look forward to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready. I know that all I really need is just, excuse me. All I really need, Kels, is just a major push.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything else, the groundwork is already there. You know what I'm saying?
The grind's there, the effort's there. Like
the
even
grind's
you're saying,
there,
like,
you know what I'm
since
saying?
we talked about it less than a week ago, you've been up ready to get it.
Thanks, man.
At whatever time works. It didn't matter when I was ready. You're like, whenever you're good, let me know. And that's not an effort you see from many artists, not nowadays.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure, ask around, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. Ask around me, man. You know what I mean? I'm hungry, I'm determined. You know, like we could go track for track. We're gonna make 10 tracks a night, 20 tracks a night. You know, we could be in the studio all night. Don't matter. You need me in Oshawa, I'll be in Oshawa. You need me in Ottawa, I'll be in Ottawa. You need me in Montreal. Like, this is my life. This is my dreams. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people that talk about it, but ain't serious about it. I wish them will.
Yeah.
But I'm here to take care of me and take care of those who, you know what I'm saying, who I know in my heart have been there for me from day one. You know what I'm saying? And the people that actually need it, you know what I'm saying? Like, my community needs help. You know what I'm saying? And I need to be a better role model for them. You know what I'm saying? Not only for my community, but for your community, for whatever, all the communities that we get to touch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm here, man. I'm ready to work and I'm ready to get busy and create change. You know what I'm saying? And lead by example.
Word up.
I just need the major push.
Yeah.
I need the motherfucking money. Let's do it.
And you spoke about being anywhere as well too, so I just want to touch on this quick for a little bit of promo for y'all. But you said going to Oshawa, and you actually got an upcoming show in Oshawa, did you not?
Yeah, man. 22/7/20. Man, I just got it right now, man. My phone just died, but it's with Chris Jackson, Maximum FM. You know what I'm saying? Hosted by McCoy. You know what I'm saying? And DJ Shortcut on the 1 and 2s is a big show.
Shout out Shortcut as well.
Oh man, shout out to Shortcut, man. A really big supporter. You know what I mean? Excellent DJ. He's a big dude, man. He's a big pot. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we're gonna be in Oshawa the 22nd of July. And you know what I mean? It's gonna be at oh man, what's the name of this place? It's the name of the show is called The Hangover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What is the name of the place? The Diesel Room.
Yeah, that's it.
Bam! Diesel Room, baby. I got you, Chris. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. If you look at my face, if you get a close-up, I'm going through like a breakout or like an allergic reaction to some detergent that, you know what I mean? I got my clothes washed, man, and no, but it don't stop my grind. You know what I'm saying? Like I want everybody to know, man. You know what I mean? Sick or not sick, I'll still be here. You know what I mean? This means a lot to me. But yeah, man, July 22nd at the Diesel Room in Oshawa. Come and check out the kit. We're about to get busy, man. You know what I mean? A couple of good performances, you know what I'm saying? Coming through. Big names. You know, I know Zazie is gonna be there. I know, man, a couple of the people. I'm just really through this, and you caught me on fire. You know, gonna like, but July 22nd, the Diesel Room, man. You know what I'm saying? Oshawa, I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? The Warlord. Come and check it out. I'm about to fuck shit up. Everywhere I go, it's the same thing, man. You know what I mean? Be prepared for a big show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, speaking of the music as well, too, when can we expect the actual album to come?
The album, okay. So here it is, right? I know everybody expecting Gov'nah to drop that Warlord shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what did you expect from me if I were to hear an album? In your mind,
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like some real raw hip hop shit, right? And I think like, how would you feel if I didn't drop that?
Yeah.
How would you feel?
Disappointed.
Okay, so you heard that, right? So he would feel disappointed. So therefore, you alone, knowing your good blood to me, you feel me? And I know you mean well. I gotta take what you said to heart.
Yeah.
Because if I don't fucking take what you said to heart, I'm doomed. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I've been growing musically and sonically. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with different new sounds. I linked up with Rastafari Samurai for Earthquake Sound Studios, you know what I mean? Which is actually my cameraman.
Yep.
My right-handed partner, you know what I mean? I got Hollywood Edge. I got Jason Durham. I got Beats by Ad. I
Shout out
got
to Beats
Paul
by
Dummy
Ad.
Beats. I got, you know, man, I still got to look forward to T Major, you know what I'm saying? And a couple other people, you know what I'm saying? I can continue to name people, you know what I'm saying? But a few of them I have touched. Most of them I've touched down with, you know what I mean? Like T Major I haven't gone seen yet, but believe me, it will be, you know what I mean?
That'd be dope.
And G Wonder, shout out to G Wonder, you know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
So
All the producers you named too, at least all the ones I'm familiar
Rush,
with,
you know what I mean?
they're all producers that would fit your sound.
Basil Rush, you know what I'm saying? Can't forget about Basil, you know what I'm saying? And the list goes on, right? But I've been playing with different sounds now, you know what I'm saying? And so because I've grown and I have matured and I want to show that to the world as well, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on 2 albums. So 2 albums are gonna drop on the same day. So, and this is my promise, my work to everybody, you know, the fans, you know, just to show you how committed I am, how serious I am, and you know what I mean, how determined I am. You know what I mean, when I tell you nobody's fucking with me when I do this music shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got points to prove, like I said. So it's gonna be 2 albums. I am gonna drop, you know, it's official. I'm gonna drop the self-titled "The Art of War," and that would be the album. You know what I'm saying? After the 3 mixes, I think it's only right?
Yeah.
You know. And then I'm gonna drop Money Music, the actual commercial album. You know what I'm saying? You know, Money Music Entertainment is the name of my company. You know what I'm saying? The idea of the company, that's far. You know what I mean? But, and I think, you know, Money Music is something that, you know, that people can relate to. Like, you're gonna hear music that is actually gonna create a revenue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, that revenue is gonna sit well in my motherfucking pockets. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but the most important thing is that revenue is going to allow me to expand myself as a person and be able to fulfill a lot of other of my purposes, you know what I'm saying? And that's like help my community, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, which I'm eager to do, right? So, you know, like everything has a purpose, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm happy, you know what I mean? I don't worry, like I said, I don't worry about this motherfucking money. Because I know the money is going to come. I just want to be able to do greater things, you know what I'm saying, for others, you know what I'm saying, and be able to fucking share these blessings, you know what I mean, and be able to like look back and say, yo, you know, thank you God for allowing me to do that. You know, like I was able to help, and I was able to do something greater, you know what I'm saying, and that's what's important, you know what I'm saying. Like I was telling you today, and I always bring this up, like we were talking, like what am I working for, you know, and I said I'm working for a funeral. You know what I mean? Because, like my friend, I lost one of my really, really close friends. You know what I'm saying? And that left an impression in me. So, but the storyline is that I went to see his funeral, and in his funeral, everybody was at his funeral. Even the people that we scrapped with when we were in high school. You know, bottom line of the story is that, you know, even the people that we grew up having a lot of differences with, you know, we're there to pay respect, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I want it to be when I pass away.
Yeah.
I want to leave a beautiful legacy full of love and unification.
I was going to say, even create unity throughout your death.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when everybody's in that room, be able to look at each other and be like, yo, like this is what that dude left. Like this is what he did.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense now. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it's very, this journey for me is very spiritual, you know what I'm saying? It's very meaningful, and that's why it's passed way beyond the music and passed way beyond the money and all of the shit that is about to come that I don't worry about, because, you know, it's a given, like, this is just like God-given.
Yeah.
You know, what God gives, nobody can break and take away, you know what I'm saying?
I really like what you said there too, because I actually had a very similar situation. One of our friends died when we were like 13. or maybe a little older than that, but
Yeah.
I had a homie who I had kind of fucked over years prior,
Yeah.
and we, through his funeral, us both being there, we like dropped all the shit. It's like, you know,
It's hard.
this shit's not important.
Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? And that's the message, man, you know what I'm saying? Let's live.
Yeah.
And that's why I say fuck the music as much as the music is the bridge. You know what I'm saying? And it is important, you know what I'm saying? And I'm out here to, you know, serve my own purpose and my own justice through and with it, you know what I'm saying?
Word up.
So that's what it is, man. That's why it's a Gov'nah, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
If you forgot how to be real in your rhymes.
Gov'nah, nigga.
And so with the upcoming mixtape then, is What You Know About Me, is that the first single?
Yeah, it's one of the first singles, you know what I mean?
What do you got coming out next for him?
Man, you know what? Thank you for asking that question. I have a mixtape single coming out with La Cuava. He's one of my artists, actually my first artist from Winning Music Entertainment. He lives in Dominican Republic.
Oh, word.
So I'm trying to see if I could work his papers so he could come over here and do his life. You know what I mean? And if no, I'm gonna go over there and see him. Just see me shooting some videos with him from over there too.
Dope.
And that's what it is, man. You know, I was trying to outreach to different entities all around the world, because it's not just us, right?
Yeah.
But I have a single coming out with him. You know what I'm saying? You know, that one is called Two of a Kind. You know what I'm saying? But in Spanish, you know, like los dos de una. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Yeah, like two of a kind, like two for the same, los dos de una. You know what I'm saying? And that's featuring La Cuava. Saludo para La Cuava en la República Dominicana, tú sabes. And expect that to be a banger, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm tapping into. I'm making that transition too, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely like, you know what I mean? Not that changing to a lighter sound, but definitely going into
growing.
like different, going into a different market, like, you know what I mean? Like even like reggaeton or like dembow, you know what I mean? See what their sounds like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, trying to enrich myself from over there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's cultural, right?
I think it's important to be diverse as well.
Absolutely, man. I'm enriching myself, and I'm growing culturally, and I couldn't ask for better.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Word up, man. Do you got any videos that you're coming with as well? I mean, if you guys link up to shoot that, but do you got any other ones you got planned in the works?
Yeah, of course, man. I have. Well, my whole discography is gonna be shot on videos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like I owe it to the
Well, we were
people.
saying that earlier. I just didn't know if you were like,
Yeah.
if that included this tape, so I didn't want to put you on that.
No, for sure, man. Like my whole discography's gotta be shot.
Word up.
Yeah, my whole discography gotta be shot, man. Like I think I owe it to the people. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? My whole part number 2 is gonna be shot on videos. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's gonna be me and you know what I mean, and Dread Rock. You know what I mean? Samurai. You know what I mean? We're gonna do that, and I feel like I owe it to the people. I feel like the only thing that I've been missing as an artist is just a lot of visuals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like I live a real life. You know what I'm saying? And I try to spread myself in like 100 once. You know, like 100 means. You know what I mean? But you know, my life has been real though. Like my life has been real. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I ain't trying to, you know, come across like, yo, my life is being real. Like, great. You know, my life is being real just like everybody else's. You know what I mean? But different individuals, different degrees. You know what I'm saying? So I've been one of those dudes that, you know, have had one of just being on those degrees. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, time is of the essence, and sometimes you don't have it. You know what I mean? I also, you know, I've gone through a lot of changes in my career, you know what I'm saying? When you start doing, you know, when you start pushing hard and going extra hard, I think that a lot of people, you know, will make it easier for them to try to make it harder for you to succeed, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, sorting out the snakes, you know what I'm saying, separating who's who, you know what I'm saying, it's been quite a journey as well, you know what I mean? But still, not excuses, you know. The visuals are coming, and just get ready, you know what I mean?
Word up.
The first video that I'm gonna shoot is called Fuck Family, and the reason why is because of what I'm telling you right now. It's from Out of War Part 2, from Out of War Part 2 Warlord, you know what I'm saying? It's called Get Ready, Fuck Family, you know what I'm saying? And I shot that at my boy's Jason Durham's studio. Shout out to JJ, you know what I mean? My producer and best friend. You know, and it's called Fuck Family for a reason, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of fake motherfuckers in this game. A lot of fake friends, fucking pretenders, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I got you, yo, come and check for me, or yo, let's get down to the studio, or yo, I got a feature for you, or yo, I got a beat, or I got this label, or I could get you this, and I could get you that, you know what I'm saying? And it's old talking and talking.
Yeah. Empty promises.
And it's fucking empty promises. That's why, you know, and I never been the type to go and associate with a lot of people in the industry. As much as, you know, I like to say that I have a lot of good acquaintances in the industry. I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And I'm good with everybody. Excuse me. But the reason why I'm good with everybody is because I know my motherfucking limits, and I know where to go, how far I go, and where I do not go. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think it's about knowing yourself too. You know what I'm saying? That way you kind of stay neutral to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And you get to enjoy it. It's kind of a fucking laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why it's called fuck family. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of fake fucking people in the industry that need to address. You know, need to be addressed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not afraid to address that, you know what I'm saying? They just lucky they didn't say my name, you know what I'm saying? Or they'll be getting exposed. Cause I don't give a fuck.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying?
And for Warlord Part 3, Bleed For Me, do you have a release date set yet?
No, you know what? Not at all, but I am planning a couple of release parties. And I'm gonna make this formal write-up video. I'm trying to actually have a release party or a listening party inside Maximum FM.
Word up.
Ready?
Chris, Mike.
You know what I'm saying, Mike? You know? So that's what I'm trying to do, man. I hope it works out. Chris, Mike, you know what I'm saying? And I look forward to that, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully I'll be able to do that. That's actually, if I could do that, that'd be like, that definitely, I feel like another stepping stone accomplished in my career. You know what I'm saying? Like to have, it's just crazy for me to have their support. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, like, a lot of people don't realize, like, Maximum FM is, like, really, really the source of real hip-hop, of, like, Canadian hip-hop.
Yeah. It's the only platform Toronto's even got anymore.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of people don't, I think, like, a lot of people don't, I not grasp how serious it is. You know what I mean? And how blessed we are to have those 3, those 4, those 5, the whole staff in there. You feel what I'm saying? To have them there is not, it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like for the people who came up in the game, you know what I mean? Like how hard it was to get on the radio, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like the college radios back then, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like we've come a long way, you know what I'm saying? Sad enough to say, I'm gonna keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Like 93.5 flow ain't doing shit for anybody, you know what I'm saying? And this is something that I try to bite my tongue on saying for a very long time. But it's like I feel like out of my loyalty to Maximum FM, you know what I mean, I have to say and voice it out, you know what I'm saying? So 93.5 flow ain't doing shit for nobody, you know what I'm saying? Playing bullshit as music.
I co-sign that as well.
You know what I'm saying? Playing bullshit as music, you know what I'm saying? And you know what, to be honest with you, man, I can't wait till Maximum FM, you know what I mean, gets all the dues that it's actually accumulating and will and rightfully so deserves. And it becomes something greater. Because the minute the Maximum FM gets onto that fucking hangar, you know what I'm saying, and it travels down that line, it's good. It's goodbye 93.5 flow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean that. You know what I'm saying? Body of work, entity. You know what I'm saying? Everything that they stand for, because it don't stand for shit.
Because the one thing about Max FM too is that it actually holds originality. Like, every program is done by, like us, for example. We're all done by somebody different with different integrity behind what we think the culture's missing. Yeah. And like that's exactly it. You don't get that bullshit on 93. You don't get that shit anywhere because everything's all corporatized and monopolized.
Absolutely.
You get the same 40 songs all day, every day.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's about it, man. You know, so it's actually a blessing. So shout out to Maximum FM. I am trying to have that listening party there.
Word up.
Chris,
Mike.
Yeah. DJ Shortcut and the 1 and 2, yes sir.
Shortcut's the homie, man.
I could die a happy turtle after that, you know what I mean? You find me in the fucking pond upside down, like, you know? But yeah, man, but thank you for the interview, man. I don't know.
No doubt.
I appreciate the time, man.
No doubt at all. And before we do wrap it up, can you let the people know, first off, let them know your YouTube and how they can find the first 2 mixtapes as well.
Okay, well, the first 2 mixtapes, everything is about to be uploaded just now. So right now I took everything down for management reasons, right?
Okay.
So everything is offline. but I am gonna upload 1, 2 when I actually when I release 3.
Okay, they're gonna go back
Yeah,
up.
they're gonna go back up. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be on that Piff, Spinderella.
Because actually, it was funny. I tried to download it off that Piff, and the link was dead.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got like
why.
I think I got like 4,000 downloads, or
Yeah.
4,000 streams or 4,000 plays. I don't know, some shit like that, you know. But and you know why? I feel good about that. You know what I'm saying? Like people are listening. That's just my, you know. I got my, you know what I mean. We could go higher, and we're about to go on a higher scale. You know what I mean? In terms of reaching the masses. But I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? People respect me, my career, and what I stand for. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't ask for better. You know what I'm saying? You know. So you know what I mean? So yeah, part 1, 2, and 3 are gonna be out for upload as soon as part 3 is
Ready
released.
for
You know
release.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have them for sale as well with the merchandise alone and the clothing line. I don't know if you know, I got a clothing line. It's called Monarch. You know
Oh,
what I'm
word.
saying? Yeah.
Blast that.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure you stay tuned for that, and it's all gonna come out as a package, man. Make sure you go get the package. You know what I'm saying? And support. You know what I'm saying?
So let them know the YouTube then, because they can at least check
Yeah,
your
of course.
stuff on there still.
YouTube.com/Gov'nah. That's GOVNAH. You know what I'm saying? On
Any other social
Instagram,
medias, too.
you know, it's Gov'nah. That's GOVNAH JK. Gov'nah JK. And the same way in Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Gov'nah JK. That's GOVNAH. That's how we get busy. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll find me on Facebook by my real name. 'Cause, you know what I mean? I'm dope like that. You can find me. Yeah, man. I don't hide. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my life is real. I'm just here to share it and be that medium, that transition instrument for betterment. You know what I'm saying?
Word up, man.
That's it, man.
And there's one last question. If you ever a fan of Mortal Kombat?
Fucking right, I was.
All right. Well, so if you could take your lyrical style and transform it into a Mortal Kombat finishing move, but something of your choice, like this is like off the, like you created, what would your fatality be?
Oh man, it would be Sub-Zero, man. You know what I'm saying? Just freezing your body and taking your fucking head off, bro.
Word up.
It was like that one hook that he had once you froze him. Fatality. Blah! You know what I mean? And your motherfucking head's gone, man. That's it.
Word up, man.
That's it.
Salute, Gov'nah.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank
Hope to have you
man.
back when
Thank
you're
you, man.
when you're doing
Pleasure,
the
man.
release of the Bleed for Me.
Hey, man, this guy's mad cool, man. I appreciate the time, man. Toronto, I love you. Thank you for coming, man. My old hood. You know what I'm saying? My humble beginnings, and yeah, man, we got it in, man. Peace.
Word up.
Wreckords Radio. Peace.
We out.